Anisha said she was going to join, but she was going to be eating breakfast, so she wanted to make sure I was recording.
Oh, okay. All right. So this morning we're gonna do creating either listing or buying presentations, how to create one in Canva, and then I will show you how to make it into a flip book so that you can send a digital version prior to meeting the client face to face.
I love that.
Folks have said it can give you an advantage if they're interviewing other agents. And I actually used mine and have a listing appointment today. Um,
Yay.
so, yes,
Yes.
thank you too.
Yay. So, not
Um,
to change the subject, but that other guy, he just kind of like fell off the face of the earth and
yeah, so excuse me. Well, no, so I'm still in contact with him. I talked to the agent for the house yesterday, and I'm reaching back out to all the people that I talked to try and see because the seller may want to reduce the price. So I'm reaching back to them, and he responded, yes, he was interested because I didn't tell him how much it was the seller was reducing it by. I just said, hey, I got some intel and offered to reach back out to you guys first before they went public with it. And he was like, yes, I'm interested. And then when I asked for his proof of funds, updated proof of funds, he
Mhm.
didn't, no response. So I was like, I'll leave it at that. And hopefully the other
Yeah.
couple responds. I'm going to follow up with them again today. Um, he was very interested. She found something else she likes better because it has a bigger closet. But I'm like, you can convert a whole room into a closet and have a whole wardrobe, lady. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So it's still in the works, but I'm going to try and promote it and at least represent the buyer because the agent doesn't, excuse me, want to represent any buyers. So she was like, look, I'll give it to you. Just help me out.
Cool, cool. Okay.
So
All right.
I'm excited. All
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead. I'm gonna turn my video off.
Um, wait on here. So can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So this is, I'm going to show you first, like my listing presentation and um, I'll show you first my listing presentation and then the flip book. Um,
In Canvas. She recorded to us actually. Just
yeah, she has a,
over Saturday. System
oh,
Saturday. We do different
good,
things.
Oh
good
my God.
morning, Anicia.
Good morning.
Anicia.
Going on
So
meeting, ladies.
hold on.
We're learning how to make a flip book in Canva.
All right, I'm getting y'all sorted. So go.
Very nice and professional.
Okay, there we
And
go.
did you use a template when you started off with this?
Did. So this is mine, and then I'm going to show you how to pull templates. The only thing about this one, I didn't realize it until I was trying to go to PDF, and it is the measurements on it are 5.5 by 8.5 instead of 8.5 by 11. So, like when I send it to Office Depot, I have to expand the page a little bit and it still doesn't go all the way to the edge. Which for the luxury content, they say that it's best to make it a professional looking book for it, all the margins to go all the way to the edge and have runoff, like the pictures to run off the edge. So, uh, yeah, this is so there's a table of contents. And that's how the picture goes off to the edge right there. That's how it's for you to do it. So table of contents, and then you have the introduction, the selling process. And then I grouped it by like marketing, um, what I will do to market their property. Several timelines in there so they know what's happening. So I have the marketing timeline as well as the transaction timeline. And then offers, what that's going to look like. I'm under contracts. Now what? Expectations. So their what they can expect from me as well as what I'm expecting from them. And then closing is like their preference. So if they want a mobile closing, if they want to be in office, what they want to drink and what food they want. And I also have a form, a fillable form that coincides with that. And then
Nice.
just the back cover with my contact information.
And you got on there
So
what they want as a closing, what was that? Closing gift or closing? Oh yeah, the close.
yeah, so I did not put a closing gift on there because depending on the person, I don't want it to be, I was like, okay, I could come up with like a whole list of things that could be options. But so I was like, no, I think I'm just gonna leave that off and keep it personal. Like just listen to them throughout the transaction and go from there. So this is my presentation for listing, and I kept it real simple because this was my first one. So I did my selling presentation is called Journey to Sold, and then my buyers, which is this one, they look very similar. I just changed out the pictures, similar welcome. It tends more towards the buying side. Um, but everything like pages, graphics is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So instead of prepping the house, you're prepping for the purchase, like what you need to have funds wise, the buyer's roadmap. So just a few differences, but it's pretty much the same. All right. So, okay. So when you're in Canva, you can always search for what you are trying to create. So there's going to be templates, and then you can search your current projects as well. For this sake, we're going to search the templates, and we want to do real estate.
Wow, the day has started. Okay, I'll look at those videos and see what I can do relative to that.
Hey, Sophie,
And hi, good morning, ladies.
Good morning. All right. So I typed in real estate booklets. Okay. And you can see, so this is the one that I used, right? So very similar. They happen to have my same color palette. So I was like, oh, that'll be easy. And then just made the adjustments. But you can choose any of these and all the colors are changeable. So like, don't necessarily look at that. But again, I was trying to do both, trying to keep it simple. Um, so this one has like 8 pages. So this one looks really nice. So we'll choose this one. All right. And it's a booklet and portrait 210 by 297. So we should be good. You want to see either 8.5 by 11 or this works as well. You should be 210. Yeah, it should be the 8.5 and 11 by 11 equivalent. All right, so we're going to choose this one, then we're going to customize the template. This one might be smaller. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a smaller booklet, but for the sake of, we'll carry on. All right, so you've got your template and now everything is customizable, okay? So you can change out your pictures, all right, by highlighting, and then we're gonna go over to photos. So I always start here with changing out all the pictures. Okay. So they didn't do this one.
Are these your photos or are these stock photos from Canva?
These are stock photos from Canva.
So everything
I have
is already in Canva.
correct.
Okay.
I have in my listing presentation, I do have a where I talked about professional photos and videos because I'm probably going to use the same photographer or photographers that I've used in the past. I actually used one of my flip houses pictures. That's not a stock photo so that they can see the realistic. But other than that, I use the stock photos from Canva. So now, as you have listing photos though, so like obviously I have like my flip photos, but I don't have a lot of listing, like my own listing photos. As you get those, you can definitely put those in with photographer's permission. Just make sure that in y'all's agreement that is understood that you will use them for that use. All right, so this picture is not in what's called a frame. So usually I could just roll over it and it accepts the picture. It's not like that, which is fine. So we're going to just make this picture fit within the margins. It's so much better and easier when it's in a frame, but for the sake of, we're just gonna drag it like that and just put it right over the frame. So if you look right here in the corner, it's off, like this is no longer in front. So you just highlight it, go to position, and move it over. And now it's on top. Okay. So anytime you want to change front, back, click on it, position, forwards or backwards, whatever you want. Okay. All right. Now we're going to change our title because this is going to be a listing presentation. Luxury design. Okay. So we'll call this luxury by design. And we'll change this wording over here to listing presentation.
I couldn't even read what that said.
Bring shadows. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. All right. So now we've edited the first page. Let's change the color. So whatever you click on, it pulls up the colors. I already have my brand kit set up with my colors for my brand. You don't have to do this, like you can choose your colors, but when you see how it gives you numbers, whatever colors you're going to consistently use and choose, at least if you don't put it in the brand kit, at least write down those numbers because you can always come up here and search for it. And it will also pull up like the, what is it called? The color wheel of comparable or contrasting colors. Okay. So let's change this to this color. And I want to change all. So see right here where it's asking me to change all, go on all the pages. It's going to change everywhere that this color is. It's going to change it to this copper color. Okay. So again, you click on what you want to change, go to the color wheel, choose whatever color you want, a custom color. But choose your color. It'll ask you to change all and then change it on every page. So you don't have to go through item by item and change it.
Okay.
And so now you'll see every page has now added that copper color. In the same sense. And on some pages, it may work. On some pages, like this one, like I don't like that. So I would change this individual box to another color. And that color. So I might do it like that. Okay. So again, you're just going to continue to go through, change the wording. You can move the pictures around if you want, or you can just simply keep it the same. People who have uploaded into Canva understand that their stuff is, they created the template to be used. But you do want to change it as much as possible. So like I said, go through first and change all the pictures. You can move stuff from the right side to the left side. Just gonna do that. All right. So if I wanted to move this, so change all your pictures. I'm not gonna do that right now, but change all your pictures first. Then if you want to move stuff from side to side, you can now I took the words and they're grouped together. I can move this over. And then grouping is just click on one. Once it's highlighted purple, hit shift on your computer. I don't know for a MacBook. I can't help y'all. Sorry. But shift.
We have a shift.
And then you have shift too. Okay. So shift and highlight, and whatever is in purple. So I'll ungroup it now. So highlight one thing in purple, hit shift, hold it down, highlight another thing in purple, highlight another thing in purple. I think that's a good, and I'm not going to be able to get it. All right. And then once you release the shift button, after you've clicked everything you want grouped together, then you hit group. And again. So it's taking that line, the word. There's your back button. Let's move this. And your color strip. And move it back up. And this line, I don't know where I got that from. So I will just delete that. I'm pretty sure it was from the outside, but yeah. So that's how you group things to move them around. That's another simple way to like customize it so it doesn't look exactly like what was here before.
Okay.
All right. So you basically go through, continue to change. So you'll make your own table of contents. and then choose what you want to say to the people. So this is where ChatGPT comes in, because you can, like, if you don't know, like, I don't even know what I want to say, like, how do I want to introduce this, right? You can use Chat GPT to come up with your paragraphs and then edit them from there. Of course, like, this is not even a real paragraph. They use this, I forgot what it's called technically, but they use this text here to fill in the blanks so that you can edit it.
Place setting.
Place setting, yeah. It's another, I don't know, I forgot the term, but it's the place setting, right? So that you know where your paragraphs go, and all information is, again, changeable, right? So even if I wanted to take this and make it 2 pictures, then I could do that and say, okay, that's a living room. So let's do this. And it has like magic recommendations. The magic recommendations are usually going to be in the same aesthetic. So they're going to have the same look as what's already here. So that works really well. All right. And again, I don't want this over this bar. So remember, I'm going to highlight it purple. Right? Get that purple line, go to position, and I want to move it backward. Okay, so I had to move it backwards twice to get it first behind this line and then second behind the brown strip. But now it's right where I want it to be. Okay, so now I've got 2 pictures instead of 1. All right, and then of course I go in and change the words. The easiest thing to change is always going to be your pictures, maybe adding a picture to the page like this, or just changing it altogether, right? So that's why it's the first thing that you do, because they understand that you're probably going to use it in the format that it's in. Again, that's why they have fake paragraphs in here, or place settings. So you don't have to change it drastically in order to make it different. All right. So that's the gist of that. Does anybody have any question or something that you would like me to go over again? No? Okay, cool. All right. So let's just pretend that we've, finished everything. Oh, no, I'm sorry. If you want to add a page, okay? So this isn't maybe sufficient. You want your booklet to be pretty thick. This template is only 8 pages, so I would probably duplicate every page. So there's 2 ways to add a page. There is, first, hit this little button that says duplicate page, right? So it looks like 2, looks like your copy button. You can duplicate it and it'll create a second one. Again, all your colors are here, your lines, everything. And so you can just edit the information, make this into a paragraph, whatever. Okay. The other way to create an additional page is to go to this plus sign. It has the page and then a plus sign. So that's add page. Right. This gives you a blank canvas. Okay. So this allows you to come in and do whatever you want, right? You can add text. You come over here. You can add text. You can add photos, whatever you want to do on this page, okay? Because it's blank. So this gives you, if you want to go crazy, get fancy, then you can add these things. This, you will also need blank pages, okay? So I'll go back to my template and show you that you have to add blank pages because you have to think about how the book is going to be put together. And so you'll have to have blank pages because you don't always want them to open and on the front cover there be content. You want that page to be blank. So then you would utilize this and then just change it to white. Or if you want to keep this color, you can. For printing purposes, it's way easier to have white as your blank page. But I just highlighted that purple, went to my color wheel, and then chose white. Okay. So again, you can add a page, which you will need to add blank pages, or you can hit duplicate the page so that you get some content that you can edit. All right. All right. So everybody good with that? And then here's my design now here. All right. And you can see it went from 8 pages to now it's 10 pages because I added those additional pages. Let's see. Second page is white so that I can be able to get that opening cover. You're going to have the front cover and then you open it and it's going to be blank right there. Then it's going to start with my, where I have next.
You're printing yours out?
My work.
You're printing your
I will print them out. For right now, I've been using flipbooks just to send it over. But I send them to Office Depot. I just send them online and then they're ready same day. Before, if I do put the order in before 2:00, it'll be ready same day. And then I just go pick it up.
How much are your costs for printing?
So how much is this? Okay, so 22 pages came out to be, I got 4, so it's like $12 a book because I got 4 books for 52 after taxes, and then like there's a little fee.
Okay.
So, but everybody's not gonna get a printed book. Like, because a printed book it's still a guide. Like, you want to have that information. So I want them to have that handy. So if we don't have a listing agreement, like, you're not getting a book. I may even take it, show it to you, but right now I can't afford to just be slinging books out like that. So that's what I'm operating right now. All right. So any other questions? All right.
Nope, I don't have
Okay. So we're going to, so I opened back up the presentation from the home page. And now we're ready to share. So so you have the option to print it straight from Canva. It is a little more costly to do that. So here I can resize this if I want to. Yeah, so this is that 5.5 by 8.5. I was.
You can change the size though, right?
No, it's not. It's if you print it with them. It's if you print it with them, then you can change the size. I just change the size. I change it when I send it to Office Depot. But you can see one booklet is $20 if you print it out with them. Right here, this little blurb, it says your design needs to have a page count that is a multiple of 4. So please add pages or remove pages to continue. This is always good. I always pull this up so that I can get a preview of what it's going to be like. So even though I'm not going to use it for printing, it gives me that. Like, it reminds me, hey, you need more pages. Like, this isn't sufficient. So that was under print booklets. Again, I'm just using that for information to make sure that my book is set for the best printing options. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to share. Okay. Before we get into the flip book, I'm going to show you if you are downloading it and you want to send it to Office Depot, the best way to do that. So you're going to go to download. Let me give you the settings. So it's download, and you want PDF print. Okay. So download PDF print. You want to flatten the PDF. So that's taking all the layers of your design, because you've got layers. You've got this on top of this circle, then you've got the circle and then hash marks on top of the photo. So this flattens everything to make sure that it doesn't look grainy and pixelated on the edges. Okay. So definitely make sure that you flatten the PDF. We do not want to crop marks and bleed. Remember, for this presentation, we want everything running over to the edge of the page. So we just want to flatten. And then it automatically defaults to only capture 10 pages. In this, for the sakes and purposes, this is 10 pages, so that doesn't matter. But when you grow it to the 16 page recommended pages, you're going to want to come in here and choose all pages. Okay, remember, this is only 10 pages. That's why it's not showing a variance, but make sure you choose all pages. Okay. And then it does, it defaults to RGB, best for digital use, which is fine. Okay. So again, that's PDF print, flatten PDF, all pages, and then RGB. And then you're going to, I don't want to actually download this, but you would download this and it would create a PDF version for you to send to Office Depot or whoever you use for printing. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go and create our flip book. All right. So mine is up here because I use it a lot. Yours is going to be in the more section. Okay. So you're going to click on more. And there's all kinds of, like, you can create QR codes, like, it's amazing. I'll be doing this soon.
You can put all this in social media and all kind of places, huh?
Yes, yes, yes. So there are other ones like hazing flip books, simple booklet flip. I have not used those. You can, even if you have like a MailChimp account, you can send it to your email and send it out as an email blast. Lots of possibilities, but we want Poo flip books. So you're going to scroll all the way down. Remember, you hit more, and then you're going to go down to Poo flip books. Okay. Again, you're going to make sure that you choose all pages. Okay. Because if you have more than 10, it's going to default to 10 pages. You want to make sure that you choose all pages. And then you're going to hit save. And
So
it's preparing the design.
you made a comment that you want to have at least 16 pages. Why is that?
So 16 is, so that's the group of 4, because that's the recommendation, to have content in 4 pages, because you have to think that that 4 pages is going to be a front, the inside cover of that front page, the facing page, and then the back of that facing page.
Okay.
So when you think about it, it's this page, the inside pages, and the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 4 sets of 4. And again, some of those are going to be blank pages. Okay. So even for you, so it says, hey, like it says view in Blue Flipbooks, right? I already have an account with them. Even if you don't have an account, you can start your account from this page. Like you don't have to go to Blue, create an account. It will still look like this for you. Just when you pull up Blue Flipbooks, when you pull it up, it's going to ask you to either log in or register. And that's what Vanda did last week. She was able to just register right there and then pull up her book right away. All right. So you're still going to hit view and Flipbooks. Boo. Okay. And see, it says welcome to Pluvu. So this is exactly how it's going to look for you. And it says log in or register. You're just going to register. Okay. I am going to log in. This is the email that I use. Yeah, the one. All right, and then there's our, okay. So I'm gonna hit the arrow. Can y'all hear the sounds? Like it sounds like a page turning. Sound for y'all, because I might not be sharing my sound.
I don't hear the page sounding.
Hold on. I might not be sharing sound. Nope, not.
Now I hear it.
All right. So this is what your clients get. And you see where like you need that space, right? Because you don't want your table of contents right here. You want it on the right side page. So I would add a white page here. And then in between these, the front cover and this page, I would just go back to Canva and add a white page. So I would add page because I want a blank page. Duplicate comes with content. Add page is just blank. And then I would change that to white. Okay. And so now I know, okay, I've got that page in there in between. It doesn't change it just yet. I would have to go back in and tell it to create another booklet in Canva. But I want to, make those changes, all of those changes first before creating another book. Okay. So you change the page, and this is what your customers get to see. Now, once you have created this, you can name it. You can give it a description. So, you can change the background of the presentation. You can add your logo if you upgrade. So it is free, like they give you a free trial. It does end up costing $14 a month. But what I recommend you do is create the flip book, and create your link. And then whatever links you have created and are out there, like after my subscription was up, my client was still able to open the link and access the flip book. Yeah.
So if you don't continue to pay, though, the link won't work.
It was still working after, like, I had maybe 2 days, like they sent me the notification and I forgot about it. So then I had to go in and subscribe so I could be able to do this and create more. And but in between those 2 days, it showed me that my client had viewed that when I logged back in. So I say get in there, create, like when you're ready to like crank it out, don't start the actual subscription until you're ready to put whatever presentation you're listing and your buying presentation in here. Create the booklets and then you'll have them. You can also download them, or see if some of those other apps will work for free and upload it that way. Um, but yeah, and so oh, so these are your options when you send it out of so they can download it and as a PDF, your client can. They can print it out. Like they will have all of those options available to them through the link. And then you can also, so if you want form. So, well, dang. In the free version, like the sample trial, the lead form was free. But I guess I would need to upgrade in order to create a lead form. But that could be another class for another day because you can just attach a Google form. And I can show that another day.
That's how
But
they
yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. I got to work around. No problem. So then, sorry, when you're ready to share it, so again, you can download it. Into a PDF. It doesn't have the page turning, but you can download it from there as well. And then you can share it by copying the link. Oh man, just I did this. Okay. So let me go back because so this one up here is not the one you want to use. You want to use the blue share button in order to share, not the share icon over here. Use the blue share to the left. Okay. And then I can take this in my email. I'm going to send it to Vanda. But I can take this in my email and out of it. Um, 15 minutes. Yeah. So I can make this the actual link. So take those words, highlight it, and put the link in here. So it's not getting this ugly link. Now all they're going to see is click here. So I'm going to send that to Vanda. And then Vanda, if you want to share your screen and show what it looks like, or if you want me to do it out of. But basically I created the words, highlighted it, and then so this is what I sent to my client. So she got this link. It says Journey to Sold Listing Presentation along with her CMA. And this is what it looks like on her side. So this is what my client received.
That looks very professional. I love it.
Thank you. Checklist. So that's why I said, like, I print this because it's an actionable book for them, where they can check off these things and make sure that their home is ready to go before my pictures are taken. And then here, that's one of my last flip houses. So that's where I put an actual listing photograph from the pictures that I had. And then, so there's my white pages again, because I wanted that to be on the right-hand side. And then I wanted my table contents to be on the right-hand side. So I added those white pages. And now I've got side-by-side pages. So then it makes sure that my expectations, because I wouldn't want this on two separate pages. What to expect one, what to expect two, what to expect from me, what I can expect. I want those side by side because they pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the close, and then I added another white page before you get to my back cover.
And you said you have a link for the closing part. You said you have a form.
Yes. So
You guys have any questions?
yeah, I will pull that. Oh, you know what? It's actually in Canva.
You're not sharing your screen anymore.
I have it in PDF. Okay. Um, okay, so it is in checklist and questionnaires. So a bunch of stuff, but this is my open house checklist for agents. So if anybody wants that, let me know. Like what to pack to an open house. And I have this is my concierge closing checklist. And so these are their closing options of like what they would want. And then notes they can expand on any. So this is actually their fillable form, and they get that in their listing folder along with nice to know you. And this is just some things to fill out about them, their favorite sports team, the most important thing about their relationship with me, and then referrals.
Nice.
And so this will help me get to know them so that when I see something or think of something to get them, like if it's they really like coffee or something, then I can get them a coffee mug with their favorite sports
Mm-hmm.
or favorite vacation spot. I know a travel agent. I could get them a travel voucher or something too, or a hotel stay or something in their favorite place to travel. So I will utilize those for that purpose. And I'm working on a vendor list as well. And what's in their neighborhood? Yeah, at some point I'll have those things finished. Oh yeah. So that is that.
Thank you. Very nice. Very, very professionally done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing and thank you for the presentation.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to start doing classes probably at the end of March or in March to walk through. I don't know what that actually looks like yet, but that's what I plan on doing. Because a lot of people have reached out wanting to get more familiar with Canva and different programs. I'm not like a guru or anything, but
You will
I can
be
get
by
you through
the
the
end of
basics.
March.
I can get through the basics of customizing and creating what you want. So, all right. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.